Hi everyone, it's Monica here, and I today want to encourage you to eat more plants, but maybe use some ingredients you have not used before or you don't know about. So I want to show you what you can do very quickly. It's not going to be long, and I've prepared a few things in there, but just to make it, it's not really, the title is Less Than Perfect Chef, because I don't want you to think that I'm a person who always is prepared, is always, meal planned and everything else. Is rather, I love enjoying food, and I love food and preparing the food, but whether I'm prepared, to go and do and take massive, do massive meal planning or something, it's probably not the case, and definitely not all the time. But today I wanted to present to you is the miso, which is fermented soya, and it has different forms in them, and how beneficial it can be for your body and for your gut health especially as well. So what I want to really say is, yes, with the few vegetables in here, with a bit of the creativity and a bit of like, okay, so what do I have in the fridge I can put, you can really make a delicious soup. In terms of the miso, it is obviously fermented soya, and it comes in a paste like that. So that's the jar, and that's why I bought in the in Waitrose. And it's just not only for the soup. You can add it a bit of the, half a teaspoon or something into the salad dressing, for example. But this one is actually dry version, and this is sort of packed ready to go into your bowl so that you can prepare the soup. And so this one, it comes like that. It's obviously miso is known in Japan, so they love it, and it's a Clear Spring company, and I use them quite often for a lot of different Japanese inspired food, and I love it. It's a really good company. I buy soy sauce from them. I'm not sponsored by them. It's just I love the company. I love the product. So basically, I'm just telling you and sharing that if you feel like I'm doing everything from scratch, including the miso paste, you're absolutely wrong. But that's not the case for sure. So so I use this, and really it's easy. So in my bowl, I have buckwheat soba noodles, and they are completely gluten-free. I cook them. I also have shiitake mushrooms. Shiitake mushrooms are very good for your gut health, but also they're good for vitamin D, for example. But generally, they have a lot of flavor. I love shiitake mushrooms. They actually come from the dried form, and and I soak them, and I put them a bit with the sesame oil on the pan and just fry it for a bit, just they have more flavor. So what I do, I basically open the sachet really, and I just put it in the bowl. That miso paste basically is dry. It has sea vegetables in there like kelp or seaweed or other things as well, and really beneficial for your health. In terms of the iodine content, for example, really good. Obviously, you have to be careful with those vegetables in the thyroid condition. So really making sure that it's. And then you just pour hot water. This is boiled hot water, 200 ml or a bit more. And then you can really add a bit more other things. What I do, I just stir in. What I add is a bit of the spring onion. It's just chopped. I love it. You can actually chop a bit of tofu and put in as well. And I love my oils. I use the Terra essential oils, and I put, the one drop goes a long way, really. So I use one lime. I don't want to make it too strong, and it can be really strong with the oils. I mean, they've been really prepared, and a bit of coriander. There are two types of, in terms of the coriander. When it says coriander on the bottle, generally we mean the seeds. Yeah, so the seeds are, and the oil is extracted from the seeds. But there is cilantro, which is basically green part of the coriander, which is lovely, which I don't have. I unfortunately didn't buy it. So I'm adding a bit of the oils, and I love lemon lemon oil as well, and I'm just adding one drop. And to that, I'll just have bok choy, which I basically fried on the pan, and I just put in here and have a lovely soup to eat in a moment. So basically that's what it looks. Plenty of wonderful vegetables you can really have for your gut health, for your digestion, to help you when you think like, oh, maybe something different. So adding that into your menu is really simple as that. You know, it took me about, you know, preparing all of that a bit, it took me, I think, about 10 minutes really. And what else I have? Sesame seeds, very good for your digestive health as well. And they, I sort of soaked them before, so activated them, then dried and then roasted a bit on the pan, and they are lovely in the soup or in the salad. So that's for later, or maybe for my husband, he's very hungry. Tom, would you like a soup? It's ready, you can have it. Right, so now what I'm doing now is the like a family salad, and really it's easy. That I've used the whole grain rice noodles and steamed vegetables. So I have cauliflower, green beans, I have some broccoli as well. And what I did, cook the is called rice vermicielli noodles, and they are whole grain, so like white. And then obviously we want to add a bit more protein into it. So what I do, I've also cooked some chickpeas that's lasted I don't know how many days now. So I just sprinkle a bit as well, just to add a bit of protein in there. I'm also adding back again the some spring onions, and obviously the frozen peas, which I steamed for about 10 minutes. So they're nice and green color. So they are amazing in terms of the protein as well. Thank you very much for anyone watching, and if you have any questions, do let me know. So yeah, and it's a colorful as like that. And I have my lockdown radishes, which we basically grow in our garden, and I use all parts of it. And radishes are really good for your digestive health as well. And they are actually full of vitamin C, a lot of fiber in them as well, and really lovely. So I basically chop a bit, and I chop everything really, including the leaves, because I know that they have not been sprayed. And you can use the leaves of the radishes and put them in the pesto, for example. They don't have to be basil. So I'm yet to do, I have loads of leaves of that. And because I don't have coriander, I just sprinkle in there and put some radishes as well. And if you think like, if my daughter is going to eat all of that, well, she will probably eat most of the noodles, and she will pick up some of the things she likes, because she likes broccoli and green beans, but not necessarily will eat radishes, for example. But that's okay, I allow her to pick whatever she wants. And you know, it's a less than perfect thing, definitely. And then for that, I'll do like a kind of quite pasty dressing for it, and that's not done with the peanuts or anything like that. I've added a bit of the tahini, which is the sesame paste. I've added the almond butter, added a bit of maple syrup, just I like the sweetness and the saltness of it, and obviously soy sauce a bit. As well, I will add my oils into it as well, just to have a bit of bit of flavor, but not a lot. As I said, just one drop is more than enough. As you know, those oils are very potent, and they are very much so aromatic. So not everyone may like them this. So it's a very, you know, thick paste, but I just dropped a few dollops in here of it, and really just enjoy it. And then we're gonna just mix it what we want in there. I add whatever is left from the bok choy as well, and I sprinkle some sesame seeds because I love them. If you don't have allergy to them, they're absolutely perfect for the digestive health as well. And then that's the salad done. Oh, sorry, I've also have some, I've grown during the lockdown some broccoli sprouts, and they're perfect, they're fresh. So I'll just, you know, cut them really roughly out of the box. I don't even wash them as such, and just sprinkle instead of the coriander, which I don't have, as I said. So yeah, that's a basically lovely family salad, which we're gonna share and enjoy for lunch. And it really, it's a lot of lovely veggies in here, so you don't really have to have, you don't have to think like, oh my goodness, it's too much or something. You can have as much as you want of it. Even the noodles are, you know, really gluten-free and everything else. So it's just not really something which like, it will fill you up as well, because it's lots of lovely veggies. You can put, if you want to think, oh, I don't know whether I'm going to be, it's going to be okay for me or not, maybe I can add a bit more protein, because the protein is going to keep you full as the healthy fats. So obviously I've put the almond butter and all of this into the dressing, so that will really keep you full for sure, as well as all the veggies. But you can add always a bit more plant protein. You can even add, you know, the chickpeas, a bit of beans as well, or you can chop some tofu. Yeah, if you like tofu, I mean, some people don't eat it because it doesn't have a taste. But if you think about that, if you eat meat, which is basically tasteless without spicing it up, then you wouldn't like it, would you? So what you do with tofu, you marinate it as well. So you prepare lovely marinades, barbecue marinades, herb marinades, whatever marinades. You marinate your tofu, and then you maybe put it in the oven for a bit of as well, so it sort of crisps up or gently gets some more flavor, and then sprinkle on the salad. I mean, soya and the tofu, again, you're not allergic or anything, it adds up to your protein content in your salads, and I love it. Especially I have the smoked tofu, it's absolutely lovely, and you can make a lot of dishes with that for sure, and where, for example, kind of smoked thing is needed. So thank you very much. A lot of us is watching, so say hi, and hopefully you're going to enjoy this food, or making this food. We will enjoy it for sure. And I hope that I inspired you a bit to eat a bit more plants. And it's not about perfection, you know. Everything's, oh, Monica has everything planned, and whatever you think or may not think. But that's not really the case, really. I try as much as I can, but it's not always possible. So then I just look into the fridge, and you can make so many wonderful dishes with the vegetables for sure. So if you have any questions, do let me know. What I'm doing is I'm starting the cleanse on the 1st of June, and the doors are opening on Monday for the cleanse. And you think, oh, do I need cleanse? I definitely do need the cleanse, because I don't know how you feel, but I feel a bit like, ugh. And I just want to shed that lockdown, not only food, but also feelings and emotions. I just feel like I need some kind of uplifting time for me. And it's basically 3 weeks. So you have the first week is the preparation, week is of the cleansing, and the third week is already introduction of the food back to. And a lot of my clients find like they are a bit gluten sensitive, so maybe they will reduce gluten intake. They just find different things during the cleanse. But first of all, it really forces you to basically think about yourself, think about your life, your emotions as well a bit, and just really enjoy the time for yourself. And so I really encourage, if you want to, 1st of June it starts. I'm not going to I'll put a bit of the link into, on my website you will find the detox and cleanse guide. So I will explain everything, what you need to know as a beginner of the cleanse, and think, what do I really need it? And I do it a gentle way. I don't do any fasting. I think the fasting can really mess up with your metabolism. Some people do water fasting, juice fasting. I don't do that. You still eat predominantly plant-based food, and you remove some of the foods which may not necessarily are very beneficial for us, or were during the lockdown especially. So I hope you enjoy this live. Love you to see you here, and being here as well. And yeah, I hope I inspire you to eat a bit of more vegetables, more kind of just to feel more energy with them. I definitely do feel that, and I definitely need that, and it just gives me a good energy for the whole day. So enjoy wherever you're doing. Hopefully we'll be able to go out a bit more, staying alert, as they said. But if you want to know more, just let me know. And if you have any questions, thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, thank you for your heart. It's not easy to be on your personal page on this, but I'm hoping that I've inspired you a bit. I mean, yeah, there's loads to learn, and during the cleanse you learn about the digestive health as well. You learn about different things, so nutrition, but not only learn, but take actions in small steps, because you know, inspiration and learning is fantastic, but the practical approach will make the difference. So really really enjoying this. Hi Carrie. It looks delicious. I know, I hope it is, so we're going to test it in a moment because everyone is waiting there and is very hungry. So thank you very much, enjoy your day, and if you want to know, I'm working on my ebook with all these lovely recipes and inspiration, how you can put more taste, and how you can improve your relationship with food, because we sometimes feel it like, oh, I can't have this or that, and we are in this constant deprivation mode rather than going out there and enjoying the food, which is beneficial for us, for our bodies, and we can live a wonderful life and really enjoying what we eat. So definitely that was my journey when I looked into all the colors, the rainbow of colors in the vegetables and fruit. I was just like, oh my goodness, my food was so boring so far. so I was really inspired to learn more, and that's why I've finished my vegan chef course. And I would love to do more workshops, more supper clubs. Hopefully we'll be able to restart it a bit, but we'll see how it goes, because I love interacting and showing people how all of this can be so delicious and not really very difficult. For sure, not really. So yes, enjoy, thank you. Feeling hungry, needs to share. I know, the virtual share of the salad, yes. I would love to send some, but unfortunately, I can't. Maybe in the future, something like a teleporting of the food to people who watch and be rewarded for that. So lovely to see all of you. It's always fantastic when people interact and engage in any way they feel is good for them. And because that's really the most rewarding way and engaging and inspiration. So if you do any of this, what I've presented to here, just post the picture in your personal page, Facebook page, and tag me. And don't be afraid, oh, it doesn't look this or that, or it should be more beautiful. Well, don't worry about perfection. Let it go. So all the best, and love you loads, and have a wonderful day and the rest of the week. Bye.